These huge Delta islands are still located in Northern California, but legally the islands and the water rights they hold might soon belong to Southern California. Still not a done deal, but today the biggest water agency in Southern California voted to move ahead with the plan to buy all or parts of 5 Delta islands.
Yeah, it's a move that could make it easier to send more North State water down south. And KCRA 3's David Bieniek shows us now what was with today's vote and what it means, David.
Yeah, here are the 5 islands that we're talking about. They're Boulden Island, Webb Island, Holland Island, Bacon Island, and little tiny Chips Island out here toward the Carquinez Strait. They're surrounded by levees, and many of them are below sea level. The islands are currently owned by a Swiss insurance company, but that could soon change.
Together, the 5 islands up for sale make up less than 3% of the land in the Delta. They're covered mostly with farm fields and are vulnerable to flooding. But their position at the crossroads of California's water system makes them valuable. Today, nearly 400 miles away in Los Angeles, the governing board for the Metropolitan Water District, which provides water to 19 million people in Southern California, voted to move ahead with buying all or parts of the islands.
The acquisition of an option to purchase the Delta Wetlands properties has been approved.
Metropolitan's managers say they're interested in buying the islands mainly so they can restore them as natural wetlands. But 2 of the islands are in the path of Governor Brown's Twin Tunnels project, which is designed to make it easier to send water from the Sacramento River to the aqueduct leading to Central and Southern California. And if Metropolitan owns the islands, the state would likely not have to use eminent domain to get the land it needs.
Metropolitan's on the hook for 25, maybe 30% of the total cost, and so anything we can do that makes that move more efficiently and cost effectively is something that's in the interest of our board.
Owning the islands also comes with the right to pump water out of the Delta. Craig Wilson, the former top state official for Delta Water Rights, says water that's now used for Delta farming could end up coming out of Southern California taps.
They could, decide, as the previous owners of the property have contemplated doing, flooding those islands, seeking an appropriative water right from the State Water Resources Control Board to be able to ship some of that water south.
But before that happens, the Metropolitan Water District will spend up to a year negotiating a purchase price for these 5 islands. So far, Galston Agency has given no indication how much money it might be willing to spend, but you can bet it's a lot.
Oh, millions and millions of dollars probably at stake here. What about the risk to Metropolitan?
There is a bit of a risk. They could end up paying a premium price for these islands, and then the tunnels never get built, and then they're left with some pretty expensive farm fields.
Far away.
Yeah.
All right, David, thanks.